everyone. This is John Moran with STARRSuccess.com, and today is Wednesday, and what we like to do on Wednesdays is we like to answer questions that have come in from you, the viewers, either via email or through video. And recently got asked a great question, and that was, John, how do you deal with disappointment? And that started getting me thinking about some other questions we've been getting routinely from sales managers, which is, how do you motivate your sales force? And I really think the two go hand in hand. Dealing with disappointment, or in this case potentially with sales folks, rejection, as well as motivating your salespeople from a sales management standpoint. So just a couple of quick tips I think might be helpful for you. Number one, I think it's really critical to have positive expectations for your sales team. And what do I mean by that? I mean setting realistic goals, realistic metrics by which you're going to measure those goals and the output of those goals, and putting that together in really a positive atmosphere for your salespeople. Now listen, I know times are tough and it's in some cases very difficult to remain positive and upbeat, but it's critical to the success of your sales team. And I think that's one of the ways you can deal with disappointment, is setting yourself up for success by, again, setting those positive expectations. Number two, another good tip for your salespeople is you want to make sure that the compensation plan is realistic and that it motivates them in the way that they expect to be motivated. So a lot of times people think of that from a compensation standpoint is strictly money. But a lot of times what you need to look at with your salespeople is ego. Salespeople are driven by ego, and so that being said, you have to play up to that through recognition and rewards and even contests. So make sure that you're blending that into your compensation plan. It's not just about motivating them with money. You have to motivate them with the right type of comp plan, which incorporates, again, recognition, rewards, contests, that ability to play up to their ego. And then again, you need to make sure that you are monitoring and measuring the things that set back to those positive expectations. So you want to bring those two together, and that's tip number two. Tip number three, and this is also very, very important, is you need to make sure that you're giving feedback. I mean, too often sales managers in particular, they will fail to give significant feedback to their sales reps, and that's a huge problem because, again, salespeople, a lot of times, they're out on an island. And when you're out on an island, sometimes you just need some good, positive feedback. Bring them into the fold, make them feel like they're part of something bigger than themselves, and I tell you what, that's going to pay huge dividends in the long run. So again, three quick tips we talked about. It's setting those positive expectations and those realistic goals, putting it around a positive framework. Number two is making sure that we set up the compensation plan to reward them in the way they want to be rewarded, which doesn't just include money, but again includes some of those other things like recognition. And last but not least, feedback. Feedback, feedback, feedback. Train your team, invest in them, and tell you what, the investment will pay off huge. So that'll do it for this Wednesday. Hope you have a great day. Happy selling. Here's to your continued success.